Mother and Daughter podcast.
Hello, everyone.
So, we have a special this week. We got, okay, so for this month, again, I like just announcing the theme for the month every time pretty much, but still, it's love and things for this month. So, we're talking about love and all types of things that has to do with love and everything. We want to say again, Happy Black History Month yet again because it's all month long.
Yeah.
So we're going to say that again. And then let's get to the subject for today. So today we're talking about Valentine stories.
Yes.
We're going to talk about all different kinds of Valentine stories, whether they're funny, frustrating, happy, sad, romantic. We're just talking about different kinds. We just, want to talk about Valentine.
Yes.
And share your story with us too. We like hearing stories. So if you can message us on Facebook or Instagram, message us. Let us know how you feel about Valentine's Day. Like, give us a funny story, a frustrating story, or if you can relate to our stories or whatever. Just engage with us. Give us something. Give us something. So.
Yeah, so let's talk about it. Most common Valentine. What's your most common Valentine? I would say my most common Valentines, I don't do it as much as I used to, but I used to make sure every last one of my children and grandchildren would get a gift along with my husband. Everybody had to get a gift. It wasn't just for me and my husband. And that's what I would do every Valentine. It come around and I would just go out and just be spending it. My husband, and I can remember my husband. He wasn't into Valentines. I don't know. Have you ever had a man that wasn't into Valentines, and you had to keep pumping them and keep pumping them and getting into that Valentines? So I that was my most common Valentine. Yeah.
I feel like for me, my most common Valentine, or something that we do every year, me and my husband, I carried that tradition, like she said, with how they would get me and my siblings and even our mates when we got married.
Yeah.
They would get us, Valentine's things, or even our children. Now they pretty much now to do with the children because there's so many grandkids. They'll get the grandkids stuff. Which I don't complain because, me and my mates get each other stuff and then of course like we do, we carry that tradition where now we get our children stuff as well for Valentine's Day, and then something that me and my husband we usually like to do, most Valentines we like to spend it with our children. Whatever day that may be. We have a daughter, her birthday is right before did I say Thanksgiving or Valentine's?
You might
Thinking about food. Okay. My daughter's birthday is right before Valentine's Day, like the day before. And then our anniversary is 2 days before her birthday. So we try to celebrate and make her feel special, individually for her birthday. Along with that, for Valentine's, we try to make all the kids feel special. That's a day of love.
Yeah.
And so we just try to incorporate that even with our children as well, to show them that we love you too. So we'll do dinner at the house, or something simple like that. You don't have to feel like you got to go out to eat because you got a big family, or just because it's Valentine's Day or whatever the case. I like making special dishes right at the house, a special dessert, the full course meal I'll make right at home. But I'm one that I like to cook too, so that's something that we'll do that's often. It ain't every single time, because there's other times that we like to do, especially for us, me and my husband, because it's our our anniversary time as well. So we'll do stuff for our anniversary as well. But we kind of split it. We try to make sure each day, I guess, is split. For example, for our anniversary, we try to separate it from our daughter's birthday and Valentine's Day. Or sometimes we would, no, most of the time we kind of do it separate. Most of the time we'll spend Valentine's Day for all of us, the whole family, us and our kids and everything. And then our daughter's birthday is specifically her birthday. And then our anniversary, we'll try to do something special, that day as well. So we kind of try to keep it separated instead of having it all together. We just try to make each and every one feels special in their own way.
And I forgot, with us having ministry, I
Oh,
always,
yeah.
that was very special. Every
Yeah.
year we would have couples to come to the church.
It would be like a couple's
Dinner
dinner and game
and
night.
game night for the couples, and we would have so much fun
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the, in ministry. So this year we're not able, well, for the last, since the corona, of course,
Yeah.
not able to do it, but that was so fun to, and the couples would enjoy themselves. Oh my gosh, we would just have a ball. So those are most common for us.
Yeah, and we had 2 single people, because there were single people that was there. That
Yeah, we
participated.
did. That did.
And
yes.
they had fun too, because we would have, games just for everybody to enjoy.
Yeah.
We would give out prizes. It was fun. It was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like she said, that was something that we would do too each year that I enjoyed. I feel like it's when you involve other people, it's a joyous moment. It doesn't have to be just like me and it can be for everybody, because you have love in your heart for your children, your spouse, your siblings, your parents, whoever, your best friends. Like, you have love for everybody, so why not show that love in different ways. I think it's a joyous moment to show your love.
And that's how I look at. I have always looked at Valentine as a love time to really show your love more than what you usually.
Yeah, would do too. Yeah, that's so true. I think that's really true. That's true. Because a lot of times we don't really show our love all throughout the year, but that's a special day to really try to show your love. So. Okay, so let's talk about the next one.
The next one, frustrating Valentines. Have you ever had a frustrating Valentine that is something that just makes you so mad? Make you mad with your mate, or somebody that you expect. And like I said, on the my husband, he was one. He did not. Valentine was not his due thing, really. And eventually he would get me stuff. But this particular Valentine's, I never forget. Oh my gosh, he came home with a gorilla. And the gorilla is song. It's song. You Valentine, you make my heart sing.
You make everything.
And I end up having that thing a long time. But when he brought that gorilla home, I thought, you being funny about this gorilla. I wasn't really paying attention to the song, but he was really saying something about I make his heart sing. I'm his wild thing. But that was, at that time, it was like,
what kind of mess is this? She was like, I remember it too. She was like, you calling me a gorilla? You trying to say I'm a gorilla? Oh my God.
Oh, goodness. That was funny and it was frustrating. Because now I think about it, I'm like, oh my goodness. But he really was giving me what he felt, in his heart for me. But I couldn't, oh my goodness.
And it's funny because I feel like men don't really, they don't think to that extent, like, oh, she gonna think that I'm saying she looks like a gorilla. Like, they just, he'll listen to the song or they'll just kind of see something like, oh, okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Just out of their heart, just bringing it to you, and then you assume like, what you trying to say?
How many women have really done that with their mate? They done brought something for Valentine's and you just want to, what kind of message is you want to just throw it or throw it in the trash? Oh gosh. So that was a frustrating one for me.
That's funny.
That I had that. But now that I
like
think
funny
about
and
it.
Frustrating.
Yeah, funny and frustrating. Because now that I think about it, I'm like, wow, that was crazy of me. And you go back and you think, man, what was wrong with me?
That's funny. And it's funny, like she said, because she had it for a long time. Like, she had that gorilla for a long time. I remember I used to like it because I used to like the song, and I would just be playing that thing. And we were young too. I used to love playing that thing, and that is just, it's funny. And it's funny how, like she said, sometimes we can have a reaction to something that later on we're able to laugh at and say, you know what, that was just crazy. You know? Like, if you really think, what Valentines have you had that was really frustrating at the moment, but now you can look back and be like, you know what, it's crazy, you know, or that's funny, or you able to just laugh it off now. I don't really have no frustrating Valentine story, or even a funny one. I don't think I really have any. I don't think I really have any frustrating ones. I had to like think, go back.
I do remember another one too. I do remember another one too. It's like my husband had bought my mother-in-law something for Valentine's. I can't remember what it was though. I know what it was. I think it was a Valentine's card, and he had bought her a Valentine's card. And when the Valentine card he had given her, it was like he had put so much into it, which he's supposed to. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't saying that he wasn't supposed to put the words that he feel for his mother. But at the time, we had long been married. And so I thought, boy, I just knew he was going to put out everything into this card like he did with his mom. I looked at my card. I wanted to rip that card to I wanted to rip that card to pieces. I was so mad. Why you didn't? I think I did. I started fussing. I was like, oh, gosh. And one while I was like, I hated Valentine's to come around because it was like he didn't know what to pick for me, but he always knew what to pick for his mom, but he didn't know what to pick for me, and I was so frustrated. But, down through the years, and I don't know if anybody else ever felt like that, and we just, talking about the frustration, talking about the funny things that, and now that I go back and I think about it, a lot of things is like, what? It was really stupid and crazy. But yet, and now I can laugh at it, but at that moment, it was frustrating to me. And
I think, too, like you said, then he may not have really, because like you said, he wasn't fond of Valentine's Day, so he didn't really have the experience or really know, what to do or what to get. So he probably was just like, getting stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes, too, men, depending on how they were raised, sometimes they don't know how to embrace the woman that they love. Sometimes they don't know how to show it that well, and they need to be taught, how to show it. And sometimes as women, like you said, you get frustrated, and then years later you look back and like laugh. But and he have progressed too, because you can look at how he used to do, where now it's like he does much better. He progressed, and I think that's a good thing. Now, if the guy have not progressed, you need to stop, because he needs to be progressing when it comes to Valentine's Day, especially if he loves you and he says that he loves you. Then he needs to progress. Like, let him know, hey, you need to step it up. I love what you're doing, but I think we need to step it up a little bit more too, because sometimes it can get frustrating when it's just always the same, or there's no thought put into it. When someone loves you, they put some thought into it. It don't even have to be the most expensive gifts or the most expensive this and that, but when they put some thought into what you truly care about or what you really like, even if it's just a foot massage, that's free. And he give you a foot massage, that's showing you right there, hey, I love you, because there's moments where we didn't have money to do stuff, and that's where actually the tradition of like doing it with our children, we didn't have the money to go out to eat and do all of that stuff. So a lot of times we would just celebrate right at home. We would get our kids little, gift boxes. And my husband, he still would try to go out his way to get me stuff. But I would sometimes tell him, no, you don't have to, or, and he still would. Whatever we could afford, though, he would get something based off of what we could afford and something that he know I would like. But that's where that tradition of cooking right at home, because that's what we was able to afford. So don't go getting all extra, like, oh, he didn't give me. No, you appreciate what's given to you. But at the same time, if it's something far as like the same, and okay, you can progress in this area. I don't even, he buy you some Skittles and you don't even like Skittles. You like, come on now, give me at least something I like. I like Snickers. Why you didn't give me that? You know, explain like, hey, I want you to get me something I like. I appreciate that, showing me that you pay attention to me. Or even, you know, vice versa. Like if you the woman and you show him your love for him. That hey, I noticed what you like.
Because that's true. That's what we did. We would cook dinner at home for our children. You know, it was every now and then. On some Valentine's, we would all go out and eat somewhere. But majority of the time, we made dinner at home and really enjoyed it. But like she said, you have to, and that's what I did. I had to get to tell my husband, you know, I like Valentine's. I think Valentine's, I had to explain to him about Valentine's, what I thought about a Valentine's and what put me in, you know, showing your love for your mate, showing your love for your children, showing your love. Because even there's times that we would give that, like she said, other people we would give gifts to. Sometimes we would get so many gifts that when somebody comes to the house, we'd just give them a gift. We'd just give them a box. Because we would buy the little box of candy. Because at that time, I think it was like $1.50.
It's still like $1.
Yeah, and we would get little extra boxes and hand those boxes out with candy. So that's, you know,
it's a special way to really show your love. And honestly, you know, like I said, if you have that issue area, just talk it out with your man. Not in a harsh way either. Because men can be sensitive. We just, you know, being honest. Men can be sensitive. You know, they try to act tough. Internally, sometimes they'll take it in a bad way, and it'll kind of knock their self-esteem down. So I feel like if you come to them in a loving way and in a calm, nice way, and let them know, hey, I love what you're doing, I love this gift, but you know, I don't really like, you know, whatever it may be, and let them know stuff that you do like, and you know how he could try to get you things that you really do like, but you do appreciate it, you know. And I think that helps progress your Valentine's days as well.
Yes, please show some appreciation because I would be just flat out. I don't like that. And I had to learn that's not how I do it. You know, and I had to really sit down and explain and talk to him and share with him. Because I would go out my way to get try to get him the best of the best. You know, so, it's, you know, like she said, talk it out.
Yeah, definitely. So next one is your best memorable or most, I would say most, best memorable or best romantic Valentine. What is your best or most memorable one that you can remember that's like, that was a good time. I enjoyed that. Or, you know, something that just you can reflect on and say, that was a good Valentine's Day. I remember one of my favorite ones, because I have a couple little good Valentines. Well, not Valentines, maybe it haven't been bad. But still, okay, one that I enjoy the most, though, and it was actually our first Valentine's. I had our oldest daughter. And, because she was actually, okay, so her due date was actually Valentine's Day. But I got induced the day before because my doctor was going out of town. So I got induced the day before. And the day of Valentine's, because I had her on the 13th. So on the 14th, which we weren't married then. He was my boyfriend at the time, which now is my husband. But he was my boyfriend at the time. But I wasn't expecting him to go and do anything special. But he did. He actually, while we were at the hospital, he went. He asked the nurse that was taking care of me, he went and asked her, was there a special room that we could go in and eat dinner, or, you know, because he told her what he wanted to do. And he had his mom to go get these decorations, like balloons and flowers and stuff. And he decorated the room, because I was like, what is he doing? Where is he going? And he kept leaving. And he was actually setting up the room and everything. And so then he had his mom to go get some food for us to eat. And he set up the food and stuff in there, and so the nurses kept coming in there, oh, your man, he's so sweet, your boyfriend is so sweet. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you, you know. And so after that, like later on, my mom and they had came to visit. After they had came to visit, his mom came, And so he was like, he told me to feed the baby, and then he wanted to take me out the room. And I was like, well, what are you trying to, what? And so I left the baby with his mom, and so I had left out the room, and he took me to another room, and it was a room that was decorated. It was decorated really nice. It was balloons on the chairs and stuff, and he had the food set up. They had did like some takeout food, and then he had music. Cause I was like, where's the music coming from? I thought it was like a speaker. Which he did. He had his iPad connected to a little speaker, and it was playing music and stuff. And he pulled out the chair, and we sat down and ate, and I was like, oh. And that was our first Valentine together, and it made me feel really special. Even though we were just dating and everything, that was a sweet gesture. And I had just had our daughter the day before. So that made me really feel special, like, oh, this is really, even though we're in the hospital, he still went out his way to make me feel special on Valentine's Day. So I really felt special that day, and I was like, wow. And from that point on, honestly, I can't say that he disappointed. Honestly, he would every year, and probably too because he was a mama's boy raised by his mom, and that's not a bad thing to be a mama's boy. He was raised by his mom, so he knew how to take care of, a woman, because he would go out his way doing things for her. And so he knew how to kind of, and over the years he got, honestly, even better at paying attention to what I like and getting me things that I like, and, he makes me feel special. But that was like, I feel like our first, and that was my most memorable, because it was like, man, we wasn't even married, and he still, and what get me is we were at the hospital. Not everybody even go off their way. When you just having a baby, most guys just like, they over here just, and they all the world sometimes, especially when you're dating sometimes, or, it's different stories. But he actually wanted to make me feel special, even after just having our first child. He wanted to make me feel special. So that felt good, that was one of my best Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day.
Man, that's wonderful. Only one I can say that I can remember is when we did the very first time at the church, and
that was fun. That was really fun.
That was really fun. First time, and we all got together. And just, oh my gosh, we had such a ball.
We
took pictures and so that was my memorable one.
That was fun. Taking pictures and just enjoying it. We had good food, games, prizes. Yeah. We had the whole shebang. It was fun. It was. I enjoyed that one too. That was a memorable one. And then last but not least, let's talk about our ideal or dream Valentine. What's the ideal Valentine day that you would just like, or Valentine's Day that you would just love to have or do, that you kind of just think in your head, it's like, what's a Valentine's Day that you really would just love to do? If you had all the money in the world and you could just do it, what would it be? Like, what, it's just something fun to kind of think about, I feel like it's just fun to kind of think, it may not, I'm not saying it ain't gonna happen, because one day it could. Yeah. It could very well happen, but just what's a fun idea or dream Valentine's Day that you think of?
Ooh, with me, I gotta really think. I think a memorable and idea Valentine's for me and my husband, because we have never had a real honeymoon or a real honeymoon. I would say, even though it's not our anniversary time, but for Valentine's, just to be able to just go somewhere and just have a real good time out of town. Just me and him. Just have a wonderful time. That would be a memorable Valentine.
I feel like that's something I would like to do. A Valentine where, and for me, it's like I said, I don't mind like taking our kids, especially too, because that's my daughter's birthday time too, and it's our anniversary time. So for me, I would just love to do, I always wanted to do like some type of trip, even if we did like a family trip or vacation.
Yeah.
And then while we're at the vacation, be able to like kind of separate and go and do our do, or you know, and because you know when you go to resorts and stuff, they'll have like kids areas that you can take your kids to or stuff. Like that would be a fun.
That would be now.
You know where you can take your kids and then you go and do your little special thing, your date and stuff, and then you still having a fun family time at the vacation or wherever you are at the resort. That's something I, you know, visualize or wanted to do because I feel like it would just be something different and fun for Valentine's Day, you know, and special even like I said for the kids. For my daughter's birthday, she always asks for her birthday to go out of town, go somewhere. It's a specific place she always asks, and I'm like, we gonna go one day. We gonna go there on her birthday. We gonna celebrate her birthday, our Valentine's, and our anniversary on that.
Yes, on that day. Yes.
So I'm like, we gonna go there. We are going there because she keep asking, like crazy. She's been asking, so it's like we gonna do it. We gonna do it. So that's my ideal. Just you know, doing something special like that. What's your ideal Valentine's Day? It can be something simple like just having a nice dinner out on the beach or something, you know, watching the sunset. What is your favorite or idea that you just like, I would love to do that, you know?
Warm.
Yeah, hearing the ocean, the swoosh. That's a relaxing feeling for real. But we hope you guys enjoy your Valentine's Day.
Yes.
We want to say happy Valentine's Day to everyone. This is a special day to go out and celebrate and enjoy. So enjoy it.
Yes.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it and enjoy each other while you have a chance.
Yeah. Make those that you love feel special on this day.
Yes.
So enjoy. Till next time. We'll see you next Monday.